I'm Sara and I am 20. When I was 14, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a form of cancer. I was treated for 2.5 years, and for 6 months I never left hospital. It was the most difficult time of my whole life. An illness doesn't just affect the child, it affects everybody around them. It was almost as though my whole family's life was put on pause during that period. It was a really dark time. I lost the ability to move. Just felt like all my dignity and all my freedom had been taken away from me. Whenever the idea first came up of me having a wish, it was almost like a full circle kind of moment. I knew there was only one thing for it, and that was to cook and meet with my hero, Gennaro Contaldo. My wish gave me immense motivation. I was determined that I was going to be better for my wish. So my wish gave me a goal and real motivation to work towards.
My name is Jasmine and I am 19 years old. I was diagnosed when I was 13 with leukemia. It was really difficult for us all to hear my diagnosis because up to that point I'd just been normal, healthy, active, and our whole lives were about to change. My total treatment was 2.5 years. The first 6 months were an intensive treatment period where I would spend up to weeks at a time at hospital. Just felt like it was never going to end. When I was in hospital, I was just so scared and terrified of what was happening to me. And when I'd listen to Ariana Grande, I would for a bit of time be distracted from the scary situation that I was in. And it would just help me push through my treatments. I remember finding out that my wish was going to be granted was the best day ever. I was so excited and screamed. It was literally so amazing, like the best experience ever. She was so down to earth and kind and lovely. And I remember walking around the corner and seeing the swish of her ponytail. It was just so weird that I could see her in real life and actually see the ponytail that I was always just so admiring after losing my hair, which was really difficult for me. And having my wish there means that when I look back at that period, it's not all just doom and gloom. It's actually got a lovely ending to it, and I think it's really helped me push past. It's helped me see a positive silver lining.
My name is Celeste and I'm 18 years old. And one day I woke up with a huge bulge in my lower stomach. Went to the general practitioner and he sent me to the hospital. They all thought it looked good. A few months later I was operated on and it turned out not to be so good. They removed the tumor with my ovary. I was then sent to the Princess Maxima Centrum and there they followed up with another operation. Already turned out like it was cancer, and then eventually I have one more surgery to remove the spots that were still left in my stomach. My wish was to play with the orchestra of André Rieu, the Johann Strauss Orchestra. It was honestly great. I arrived at the studio of André Rieu. I was greeted there, had a little tour. I got to pick out a dress that I was going to wear. My family had it a little tougher than they would admit they had it. It was really tough, especially the cancer diagnosis itself. It was all kind of terrifying for all of us. For me it was a nice ending, but I think it gave my family some closure too.